Hi, my name is Mandolin Royal, and I'm here for the belated Thursday update for Tornado and his friend. We've got a lot of construction going on in the barn right now, so I wasn't able to do it yesterday. I've brought them into my hatch room inside of the barn so we can try to avoid some of the noise going on. So we're going to get with these two here and see what they've gained in the last week. I'm going to start by turning on the scale. Prep my notepad to see. We're going to do Tornado's little friend first since he was closer and not feeling as adventurous as the other. He's now at 1 pound, 13 ounces. When it goes a quarter ounce or so over, I don't bother to write that part down. If I had a gram scale, it'd be a lot more accurate, but we're just going to go with that 1 pound, 13 ounces. He's pretty comfortable on there. Go on, Tornado, get up there. He knows the drill. Let's get over. And you have to stand on it all the way. Hey, I know, you're a busy guy. Hold still, right there. All your weight. So he's well on his way to being 3 pounds. Is it 14 or is it 15? Put that foot on there all the way. 2 pounds, 15 ounces. You might be an even 3. We're gonna have to go with 3. That's what that scale's saying. This is a new spot that they're in, so they're not totally comfortable. They're a lot more comfortable in my other area for this. Growth-wise, let's see if I can get a look at them. With him being 8 weeks old now, he's considered fully feathered and ready to go outside, but he's been loose in a barn pen, which is uninsulated and unheated. We've been getting down into the 40s overnight. He's more than equipped to deal with that with the feathers. His 7-week-old friend behind him is also equipped for those temperatures. They're not getting any kind of supplemental heat or anything. So you can see the one behind him starting to get pretty pink in the comb and the wattles, indicating how boyish he is. Let's see your face. Tornado 2, starting to get the red coloration. I'm going to go ahead and get them put back and do some math and figure out what their gains have been in the last week. So I've done the math to figure out what the gains are, and I couldn't hear myself think inside of the barn with the work going on, so I went ahead and brought Tornado out to sit somewhere peaceful, as peaceful as we can get here. I've got turkeys staring at us over there with our project of a barn back behind it. Then we have some pig fields. We usually put the piglets up there where that taller grass is. Off to the right, we've got some more pig fields. We have a lot of cross fencing so we can keep everything organized, and every layer of fence is another layer of safety. So we're not shy on fencing. I have rooster coop over there with another garage and the brooder shed attached to the garage. Got a greenhouse over there. Some miscellaneous plants, some more fencing, some more fencing. So this is a nice little spot to sit. I can see everything. But more importantly, I'm farthest away from the noise. So we're gonna take a look here What are you doing? He's a busy bird. But back to the numbers. So last week, Tornado at 7 weeks weighed in at 36 ounces. That was a 9-ounce gain from the prior week at 27 ounces. His friend at 6 weeks, 22 ounces, which is 5 ounces behind what Tornado was at that same age. So this week, I'm 1 day late. Today's Friday, and I was supposed to have done this yesterday. Tornado is now 8 weeks old. He came in at an even 3 pounds at 48 ounces. That is up 12 ounces from last week's 36 ounce. So he went from 2 weeks of a 7-ounce gain consecutively to a 9-ounce gain to a 12-ounce gain. So you can bet he's blowing through feed now a lot faster than he was. He's a hungrier bird now, because you don't see those types of gains without an additional appetite. His friend, 7 weeks, came in at 29 ounces. That was a 7-ounce gain from the week before, which is his best gain so far, but he is coming into that age where he's going to be eating more and packing on some more pounds. For the same age, that puts him at 7 ounces behind Tornado. So he's still losing ground, but we'll see what happens next week, because he might go through a little bit of a spurt, same as Tornado had a spurt. What are you doing, bird? He acted like he was going to walk away, but then he turned around again. But while I have him here, I wanted to talk some more about some of the traits that he's showing at this age. So he has really crispy, clean white feathers coming in. There is not another color anywhere on this bird. He clearly has growth rate and fleshing, but his legs are still not blue. They're a little bit pink, they're a little bit white, and in different lighting. Like right now, my view is a little more blue than what the camera sees, but that sunlight is going to bring out the warm tones. But there's something else about his feet I wanted to show you. Come here. We need to see your feet. Turn around. Well, hold still. Right on the outside, right here, you see some little feather nubs coming in. And that's a throwback trait that can happen in the Bresse. They're a very old breed, and like many poultry breeds, there's a couple of different breed contributors in their history. And for the Bresse, one of those breeds is Moran's, and this was hundreds of years ago. So every once in a while, you might see a little trail of feathers. Because he's showing it, it further gives us reason not to breed from him later on. Not if we want to keep the Bresse traits intact. Between his pale leg color and that little recessive throwback trait right there, he's given us a couple of reasons not to use him in a breeding pen. However, this growth rate is pretty great. So if you were table-minded and that's all you were worried about, then you could use him over some chunky girls to propagate those table traits. He has me thinking about doing a pen of birds that is strictly for table use. That would give me some more breeding freedom in the other pens to breed for some other stuff, because I do think I like pen by pen breeding with a different purpose in each pen. If I keep working with the same family of birds, I can crisscross those pens back and forth, and I can do a line breeding method, but with different families for the different traits within that. Tornado would be the guy that I would use for growth rate. if I wasn't worried about real dark feet. And that little throwback trait right there. He's 8 weeks old. He might show us some other stuff about him as he matures. You can't tell everything early about how a bird's going to be. One of the things that's contributing to his size is his width. He's a very wide little baby. He's also pretty proud of himself. But that's our update for this week. We'll see you again next week when Tornado's going to be 9 weeks old. He's going to have some more tail feathers coming in. He's probably going to be a little bit bigger. And he's probably going to be just as friendly. So we'll see you next week. Depending on construction, that should be on Thursday.